Hi, I'm Silas Wallace. I'm a freshman and I'm a bio major.
Hi, my name is Brittany Spout and I'm a psychology major. I'm a junior.
Hi, my name is Dominique Branch and I'm a communication major and I'm a junior.
Okay, so the first question I have you is to ask you guys is have you ever dated anyone outside of your race?
It's a little complicated for me because I'm black, but I'm also Latino. I've dated a Latino girl, but that's about it, I guess, out of my race.
Yeah. No, I haven't.
I've dated a guy who was half Latino and African American, and then I dated someone who was Italian and African.
Oh, that sounds like a good mix. So, would you date anyone outside of your race?
Of course.
Yeah.
Like completely outside, like no black in them?
Yeah, it doesn't even matter if they have a little bit none, would you?
I don't think so.
Really?
I don't think so.
Why wouldn't you date anyone outside of your race?
It's a good question.
I don't know, like, for me, I think I need someone who understands my struggle. Not even saying that someone outside of my race couldn't, but I mean, I don't know. I guess if I met someone that holds my culture and where I come from, then maybe. But the majority of, from my perspective, the majority of people outside the race don't really know a lot about my culture, or you know what I'm saying? Like I don't.
Or the experience. Like
Exactly. So I don't think so.
And why would you guys date someone outside of your race?
2 out of 5, right?
Like I said, I'm both black and Latino, so dating outside of my race, I don't know.
For me, like, I'm open to the experience. Like,
Yeah,
I love people. Like, I'm attracted to people's energy, their hearts, who they are. So if they happen to be outside of my race, I wouldn't mind.
Okay. How do you think your families would feel if you dated someone outside of your race?
I'll go. My family's pretty open, so they wouldn't mind. My mom is more concerned, like, oh, how you treated my daughter, rather than, oh, you're this race.
Yeah, so long as they're respectful to the family, I don't think they'll mind.
Kind of same here. My grandparents, nah. My grandparents, they definitely be like, no, like, you need to be black. But my parents, like, for real, like, I'm just keeping it real, like, for real.
Why do you think your grandparents wouldn't be so accepting?
Oh, I know they wouldn't. I did shows in high school, and I was Sandy in Greece, and I had to kiss a white guy, and my grandpa flipped out. And I'm just like, it's a play. So I know, and my grandma's like the same way, like, they don't.
I feel like everybody has those family members.
Exactly. But my parents, yeah.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Do you guys think it would be easier to date someone of your own race?
Easier? What does that mean?
Depends.
Yeah.
Like, they would be able to understand your struggles and the things that your race goes through rather than someone who is of a different race. And it wouldn't be as, like, that many issues with having different cultures or, like, and stuff, or maybe even if it's a religious aspect.
You know what? Can I say something? So, I do think it would be easier here. I studied abroad last semester, and in France, like, they get offended if you're like, oh, what are you mixed with? They're like, we don't ask questions like that. We're all just people. So, like, in that sense, like, they might not understand my struggle, but there is no, I don't know, there's no,
French people.
yeah, there's no, I guess, like, discrimination, or, I mean, there is, but there's no, like, hate or prejudice. Yeah, like, people just don't ask,
Or
like,
they don't value it.
yeah, they don't value, like, we're all just people, and they just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't, I don't know. Yeah.
And why do you think it's like that in France and not in America?
Girl, I could go on. Like, there's so many.
Wait, explain the French culture, like, just a little bit. Like, why do you think they're like that?
I don't know. It kind of threw me off because going to France, like I hear about, them just being snooty and like it's very quiet in France. You can hear a pin drop, and they're just very to themselves and very But it's not that they're snooty or rude. It's just their culture. They just keep to themselves. They, I don't know. But when you do engage in conversation with someone that is French, I don't know. It's good. Like, and the interactions were all positive, and I don't know. They're just very non-judgmental people, in my opinion. Yeah.
What was the question again? Would it be easier?
Yeah, to date someone of your own race.
I really just think it depends on the person.
It's such an open question. Like, it depends on easy on what aspect. So.
Okay. Do you think your family has influenced who you date?
I mean, I always look to date.
Sorry.
I always look to date people like my mom. Because she's a great person.
Oh. Okay.
I think our environment influences who we date, like what kind of people we have access to. So. Yeah.
I agree.
Right.
Okay. Why do you think people are so fascinated with interrelationships in this culture, like right now?
That's really hard.
Yeah. Maybe they feel like it symbolizes change, but for me, like on one aspect, yeah, but it still doesn't address any issues at hand. Like just because you have an interracial relationship doesn't mean it changes anything. Maybe it opens up the discussion more, but it doesn't directly change anything, I feel.
And I think it just goes along with like being millennials. Like this is our generation. We do everything out of the norm. We love gay people and lesbian people. We love interracial love. We love wearing, whatever we want. We love, like, you know what I'm saying? Like we're rebels. Like so, I think it's more of like if something's different and out of the norm, that's why we're obsessed with it because that kind of defines our generation. Yeah.
You agree? Okay. And why do you think people don't date outside their race?
Some people just don't want to. And then some people are just not open. Yeah.
It's like comfortable, but if they're not comfortable too,
Yeah.
And why do you think those people are uncomfortable to like date outside? Is it because like they don't know, they don't have access,
So
like what they're taught?
Just so used to dating inside the race, I guess.
Yeah.
They're not willing to change, I guess.
That's true. Like, a lot of people not willing to change.
And I think that our parents like also have like an influence too. I don't know, like I think like goes along with your other question, but I think that
Okay.
The way you were raised.
Yeah.
My parents always told me to try different things.
Mine too.
I guess they weren't probably talking about relationships, but I took whatever way I wanted to.
My parents do.
You should ask us more questions.
So what do you guys think are some of the stereotypes for people's reasons for dating outside of their race?
Like, do you want us to go through each race?
Do whatever you want.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
Do whatever you want, whatever you feel comfortable with.
Such a heated discussion.
Can we start over?
What do you guys think are the stereotypes of reasons people date outside of their race?
Okay. I think that people.
So what do you guys think are some stereotypes for people dating outside of their race?
Stereotypes, not necessarily reasons, would be coming from a black woman. We're too loud, we're too angry, we don't know how to cater to a man, we don't know how to be submissive, we expect the man to do too much. Those are some stereotypes. You could say women could say, black women, some black women could say that a black man, he thinks I'm too strong, he doesn't know how to listen to me, he's not willing to do what I want him to do, so to speak. So those are some of the stereotypes. That doesn't mean that they're all true, but...
Okay. What do you think of the colorism in the black community?
It's horrible. Very horrible. Because it's basically just, it's separating us. Just like they separated us when we were slaves. Like, light-skinned slaves went in the house, the darker slaves worked outside on the field. Today you have team light skin, team dark skin. That's kind of died down a little bit, I will say, but it's still present. I used to hear like a lot of guys say like, oh, why are you acting light skinned? Which means like, you know, like why are you being stuck up? Things like that. Another, again, just more stereotypes that Sydney named. And it's horrible and it's degrading and it's breaking us apart rather than bringing us together, which, you know, sucks.
And anybody else?
I'll say something. And it's a lot of people who say, oh, it's me. Why? A lot of people say, why do black people always have to go back to slavery? Like, everybody will say that. But it's the Willie Lynch letter. I don't know if people have read that, but the Willie Lynch letter. Go back and read that and see what it says and see if it's still not relevant today. And we just making this all up, or we just using a race card. That's not to say you can use it as an excuse, but just go read it and see what you think.
So what do you guys look for in a partner?
Britt, what you look for? I want to hear this.
Yeah, me too.
Fun loving.
Does he have to be fine? Or is he like, doesn't matter? A bunch of kids.
Well, what does that mean? I feel like
does he have to be, do you have to be physically attracted to him?
See, that's different though. I feel like being fine and being physically attracted to somebody are two different things.
Okay, well, does he have to be like, and when you see him, you like...
He doesn't have to be like look like a model. Because I'm attracted to who you are. Because you can be fine and then you don't have a good personality. I'm like, I'm not interested.
So so that's not a qualification. It doesn't have to be.
It's on the list, but it's not number one.
Okay.
Yeah. So, fun-loving, affectionate, expressive, respectful, spontaneous, ambitious, and grounded, and loves God.
What about you?
It's a good one.
Someone who's smart, who could take care of herself.
Independent.
I don't mean to be Drake, but make me feel like I don't deserve her. But,
Can you explain that?
like I said, intelligent, take care of herself.
No.
Make me feel like I don't deserve her.
I mean, if I know that she doesn't really need me, then I guess I would try harder to keep her.
She doesn't need you, but she chooses.
But she chooses to be with me.
That's
What about you guys?
Nah.
I like Amanda to be fine, so that's definitely up there. Because if you can't catch me with my eyes, it's dead, like, for real. Just, that's how it is.
Y'all can be friends.
Yeah, we can be friends. We can be real cool, but, like, nah, like, I gotta be, like, attracted to you.
physical attraction.
Yeah, physical, yeah, exactly. You have to be funny. You have to be funny, bro, because, like, I love to laugh. Like, you have to be funny. And this one just came from a previous relationship. This is something that I need now.
You need to be emotionally available. Thank you.
Oh yes, emotionally available, definitely. But you need to be able to like hang out and have a good time with my friends and like be able to laugh with them. If I leave you somewhere with them, like you're good. Like and be able to just interact around friends and family. And we have to, I don't know, we have to have a great conversation. So just like, never a dull moment. Like, and then like she said, spontaneous, that's like the best. But yeah, those are the top ones for me.
Okay, I'm so good. I like all y'all.
It's my turn too. I mean, well, I feel like it's a thin line between fine and physically attractive. Because I can be physically attracted to you and think you fine, but she may not think you fine. So as long as I think you fine, then that's all that matters. Like, I need to be attracted to you. You gotta love Jesus.
Oh yes, amen. Amen.
You gotta love Jesus. And some people be trying to say, you wanna be my friend. I never said that. But we gotta be on the same page so that way when something happens, we know how to handle the situation. And I'll say, the person I look for will get up and dance with me in the middle of nowhere. And that's how I know I found somebody I wanna be with.
You gotta dance.
Okay. Of adventure.
Okay.